Hello, welcome, welcome. Giving everyone a few minutes to join. All right, welcome everyone. All right, my name is Temi Siyanbade, and I just wanted to jump in at the beginning of the year. Happy New Year, everyone, and just reconnect with my YouTube people. I haven't uploaded the video in a couple of months, but I wanted to see how everyone was doing and then just make a really quick announcement that I think a lot of you will enjoy. So that's what this is for. Go ahead as you're dropping in, go ahead and drop a message in the chat. Let me know where you are, who you're from, or where you're from, who you are, etc. But while folks are coming in and joining, I just wanted to say, yeah, 2021 was a real year for everyone. Um, Hello, welcome from Connecticut. So glad that you're joining. Awesome. Awesome. And I know some people are going to sneak it. I just decided to do this randomly. I was thinking about it, toying with the idea for a couple of days, because I haven't really connected with so many of you awesome followers on YouTube. I really wanted to connect with you all, get a chance to say, hey, find out what your goals are for 2022, and then tell you about some exciting things that we have coming up from the Law Office of Temi Siyanbade in the 2022 year. So, for those of you who are just joining in right now from South Carolina, this is awesome. So excited to see you all just popping in. Again, I know it's going to take a couple of minutes for people to float in, but just go ahead in the chat. Thank you for letting me know where you're from. I want to know where what people's goals are for 2022. 2021 was real. It was continuation of COVID, and I've shared in some of the platforms. I don't know if you've seen it on maybe Instagram or even here, where I've talked about what my 2019 was, which was really rough. I lost my father then. In 2020, we had COVID hitting us, and then 2021 was just trying to survive that and navigate that. And here we are in 2022. So it feels like I kind of skipped 3 years. But last year, I was able to put out a lot of great content, grew a lot of followers, a lot of you joined, and it's been great. And I have a lot more content coming out for you all in the next few weeks. So make sure you are staying plugged into this channel. I might even do a couple more lives for you all just because I want to connect with you. That's really what it is. I want to connect with the people who have been supporting this channel for the past couple of years, who have been leaving comments, asking questions, engaging. Like, you all are amazing. And so I really don't want to neglect y'all. I want to make sure you guys continue to get value. And to that extent, I wanted to tell you that this year I want to do a Start Right challenge. Well, what is that? Well, essentially, I want to invite all of the different YouTube followers who are on this platform, all of you who participate, who follow, who ask questions. I want to invite you into a private 3-day training where we're going to be challenging ourselves to level up our businesses on the legal side, right? And so, those of you who have been on this channel before, you've seen I talk all about what you can do to protect your business, what you can do to protect your LLCs and things like that. I want to take it to a whole nother level because my clients have experienced some great success, and there are some things that they know not just from the legal side but from a planning side that position them to be more successful. And so what I want to do is I want to take a couple of days next week and just invite y'all to a private group chat, private training. It's going to be on Zoom. So it's not going to be something I'm going to do on YouTube, although I might do a couple more trainings on YouTube in the coming year. But for this one, I might do one day. I think I might do a sneak peek on the first day and allow you all to kind of experience what my private trainings are. Because I do get the opportunity to teach a lot. I teach all year long, and it's really an awesome experience to connect with people from all over. But I want my YouTube people to come and join me. I feel like y'all need some more love. So I want to invite you to go ahead and participate in that. So let me tell you what's going to happen during those 3 days. So The first day, we're going to be focusing on starting your business and planning your business. Oh, I love that. Oh, I just saw one of the comments. I saw your comment, Napisha, and I'm so sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. I'm from South Carolina, but I just saw your comment about starting your business and planning for your business. That is what we're going to be talking about day one. So that's going to be on Tuesday of next week, Tuesday, January 11th. We're going to have our private training where we're talking about planning your business. We're going to come up with a simple plan for a profitable business. A lot of times when you're out here, you're hearing a lot of talk about how to start your business, but we're not talking about the models and the structures that allow it to be profitable. So I want to take a step back and work with you all on how you should plan your business from the beginning. Okay, that's day one. Day two, what we're going to focus on is naming your business and your brand. And the reason why I separate the two is that, people have their business name sometimes, which is their legal business name. Then they have the name that they use to promote their brand. Then you also may have products that are associated with your brand or your business. And those also have a naming nomenclature, a way that you're naming, a naming system. And I want you to know the tools and the secrets to make sure that the way that you're naming your business is actually a way that you can get legal protection. Okay. So I really want you to go ahead and sign up. That's going to be day two. And I think that's going to be great. We're going to talk about some of those questions that I see that come up in the chat, and or in the comments where you're asking questions about, okay, this trademark, that trademark. We're going to touch on those topics during this 3-day challenge. The third day is all about protecting the things that you create. So we're really going to delve in. So come with your trademark questions, come with your LLC questions, come with trying to figure out, okay, do I copyright all this? I want you to come with all of those questions next week. Okay, so that's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We're going to do it from 6 p.m. So it's probably going to be about an hour and a half. Again, this is going to be a private training. So we'll give you a sneak peek on Tuesday. But if you want to continue to follow the other 2 days, you're going to have to make sure you register. Now, if you want the link to the private training, if you want the link to join the Zoom call, you're going to have to sign up. And it's really easy. All you have to do is go to www.toslegal.com/start-right-challenge. And I think I should be able to show that to you really quickly. Let's see. Just so that you're able to join and see it. It's really, really straightforward. All right. So once you go to that page, all right, www.toslegal.com/start-right-challenge. You'll be able to register, and all you have to do is put in your name and your email address, and we'll take care of the rest. There will be work handouts available to you just to really make sure that you're able to follow along, and things and tools that you're able to take away from the training. So I want you to make sure that you go in and you register without a problem, okay? Let me think. Is there anything else that I want you all to know? Any questions that you have for me? I know somebody said that they're starting their business plan for next year. Anything else y'all are working on? Things that you hope that we talk about? Let me know. And if you're not able to join this chat live, I'm going to leave this video up. So if you watch this after, if you're somebody who you're like, oh, I haven't seen Temi in a long time. She's on and she's, this is something different. Go ahead and leave your questions below. But make sure you register for the challenge. If you don't register for the challenge, you won't be in the private Zoom room. You're not going to be able to really take advantage of the opportunity. And I guess I should also share why I'm doing this. I really believe in the power of economic business. I believe in the power of, people owning their own businesses and owning the things that they create. And in 2022, I want to help more people do that. So I need to create more opportunities to connect with folks so that I can help you all create those businesses. And this is just one opportunity. So if you have just joined and you have a friend somewhere that you think that this would be really valuable for, go ahead and let them know that they need to join the challenge too. Okay, so for everybody who's joining from all over, let me know where you're watching from, and then make sure you register for the challenge at www.toslegal.com/start-right-challenge. Okay? All right, y'all. Well, I know this is a quick live. I kind of want to see any questions for those of you who have kind of joined. Anything that you want to ask me before we head out? All right. I'm going to give it a few more minutes. And that, again, was the website where you'll go ahead and register. Okay. So let me know if you have. Ooh, yay! Someone just signed up from Houston. I love it. I'm in Houston too. So for those of you who are in the Houston, Texas area, definitely should sign up. Now, one question that people often ask me is if I can represent them as an attorney. So as an attorney, we have lots of strict rules about the things that we can do and how we can serve people. So I can, all of us have to take our bar license, or we all have to study for the bar, pass the bar before we get our licenses. So I have a bar license in Texas. That means that I am limited in terms of who I can represent on certain matters to the people in Texas. Now, if you need help, for example, with something dealing with trademark or copyright, that is federal, that is statewide or countrywide, right? All over the United States. So I can help anyone all over the country with a trademark or a copyright issue. When it comes to specific business formations, so someone who's trying to create an LLC or create a corporation or something like that, I'm a little bit more limited. And so usually we have to have some type of connection to the state where I'm licensed. So because I'm licensed in Texas, I can serve someone who is creating a business in Texas or someone who lives in the state of Texas, right? So let's say you live in the state of Texas, but you've done a little bit of research and you're thinking about creating an LLC in another state. I can help you do that as long as you live in Texas. Let's say you live in another state, but you want to create an LLC in Texas. I can help you do that too because you have that connection to Texas. Okay. So I just want you to keep that in mind. But I am willing to answer questions about topics broadly. So if it's about LLCs in general or corporations in general, still join. Don't discount yourself because you're from another state, because I can still help you at least give some general big picture questions or answer some of those big picture questions. Now, if we're talking about some of our more specific questions, so sometimes people like to ask me really, really, really specific questions, and I try to provide as much detail as possible. But because I'm an attorney and I'm, bound by our laws, I can't. There's a limit to the questions that I can answer. However, I will answer them to the best of my ability. That's one promise that I'll make you, that I will try my best to provide an answer that will help, although it might not be like specific to you just because I have restrictions. Either way, I want you to join because I want to provide as much value as possible. Okay. For those of you who are just joining now, I want you to go ahead and let me know where you're joining from. I just announced we're doing this Start Right Challenge next week, the 11th, the 12th, and the 13th. I want to show my YouTube family, my YouTube people some love. Y'all have held me down. I love to see the growth. I love to see the comments and the engagement. And sometimes the questions are coming in so quickly that I'm unable to answer them, and keep up with them in terms of like on the comment section. So this is an opportunity for you to get those questions answered live by joining this training. I shared this before. I'm going to share it one more time. It's going to be 3 days. It's going to be in a Zoom format. The first day, I will allow you guys to get a sneak peek because some of you might be like skeptical, like, "Ooh, should I sign up for it?" And then you'll see day one, and then you'll be hooked. But I really want those of you who are joining right now to just go ahead and sign up and save yourself that trouble, because then you'll have access to the link. You'll have access to the resources. You won't be trying to play catch up. You'll be plugged in. Okay. I really want to see y'all. So excited again. My folks from South Carolina, my people from Houston, people from Connecticut, all over joining. And so if you happen to watch this live after we're finished, please don't hesitate to sign up. This is for January 11th, 12th, and 13th. That's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And we're going to be live at 6 p.m. Okay, make sure you mark your calendars and keep that. And I will tell you this, I haven't announced this on any other platform. I haven't announced this on Instagram. I haven't announced it on Facebook. I wanted to announce it with YouTube first because I wanted you all to have the opportunity to sign up before anyone else. Okay, so make sure you do that. Make sure you get keyed in. And if you have any questions, I'll wait for a few more minutes to see if any questions pop up. I know some of you are signing up, and I'm just so happy to reconnect with y'all. We're gonna do more of this. I like this. I like this format. You'll get some videos, but we're gonna do some more YouTube live. Make sure you guys stay connected. This is gonna be a fun year. This is gonna be a fun year. I'm feeling good about this. All right. And then another thing is if you have topics that you want to talk about that are not just about business and the law, like let me know because I am a well-rounded person. I have other topics to discuss, but I know that people need a lot of help and support in terms of business, and so that's what I focus on. But I really want you to know that hey, we can talk about different things. I'm really hoping to build a strong community out here with you all. I want to connect with you guys. I want people to be empowered with knowledge to make good decisions as they start their businesses. That's what this is about. That's it. Like that's it. I just want people to know what they're doing as they're starting their businesses so that they can grow, so that they can scale. If you've watched some of the other videos, you know I always say I help people establish their businesses, protect their names, and keep their profits. All right. Well, I have been chatting with you all for about 16 minutes and I can talk for a while. I used to be a teacher and I'm a lawyer. I could talk all day, but I won't. I'm going to save all of this. I'm going to save this for next week. Okay. I may or may not pop back in here for another quick announcement or another quick touching basis with you guys later on this week. But again, I wanted to invite you. Go to www.toslegal.com/start right challenge. Sign up, free 3-day private training. First day, we're talking about planning your business. Second day, we're talking about naming your business and your brand and what that really means and breaking it down. Third day, we're talking about protecting the things that you create. So we're talking about trademarks, copyrights, LLCs. What does all of that legal stuff mean and how do you go about navigating that? Those are the things we're going to be breaking down for the next 3 days because I want you all to start your businesses the right way in 2022. We don't have time to wait. All right, can answer what? I don't really know what that question is, Miss Cox. I'm not really sure what your question is, but if you retype it, I will try and answer it. I'll stay on just to answer your question. I won't hop off. Um, but I'm just glad to see y'all participating and connecting. I want you to share this with people that you think are going to find this valuable because I hear about people who are making mistakes and it breaks my heart because I'm like, no, I have a video for that. Like, why is this person not subscribed to this channel? I have a video. You don't even have to come and see me. Like, that's the thing. I want people to come and see me, of course. Oh, what happens after the LLC is formed? Good question. Because I actually today I think I got another comment on someone was telling me that they didn't know about like maintaining their LLC, right? So that's a great question. All right, I'm gonna make a note of that, and I'm gonna make sure. In fact, I'm gonna write it down just in case I don't see it. It's gonna be here, but I want to make sure I don't forget to touch on that. We will answer that question. What happens after the LLC is formed? And what do you have to do in order to protect it and keep it up to date, keep it protected, make sure you get all the stuff that comes with the LLC, right? So we will talk about that. Great question. Great question. All right. And if any other questions you pop up, like come back here. I'm one of those people, if I have an opportunity to go ahead and maximize something, like do it. So think about your questions, come back, leave them in the chat box or in the comment section. Ask your friends if they have any questions. Now, again, I can't be super specific, so you can't ask me, hey, Temi, what should I do? This is my whole story. This is my whole situation. I can't do that, not because I don't want to, but because I'm limited by the Texas bar rules, right? But to the extent that I can help you, I will. All right. And I'll provide as much information as possible. Some of you who have been following me know I'm a former educator. I taught 8th grade English for a couple of years. And so I really take an educator's perspective to breaking down this information. I want people to understand the decisions that they're making. Today I was in a meeting and we were talking about a case in another state where people signed an operating agreement and they had no idea what was in it, and it ended up biting them in the butt because they bound themselves to an obligation, right, that they would not have originally had. But they said that, hey, in their operating agreement, the case, and this is, eventually these people went to court, but essentially they agreed to only handle conflicts with something called arbitration. Now that can be limiting. Some people like that because depending on the industry that you're in, it could be cheaper. But sometimes that just limits your options. Now, these people, they just signed their operating agreement, didn't pay attention to it. And then when they had an issue amongst each other as owners, they were limited to what they could do. They could only go through the route that they signed in the agreement that they didn't understand. Stories like that break my heart because they don't have to happen like that. We can actually understand the things that we sign if we ask the right questions and we connect with the right resources. And so that's what we're trying to do. All right. Well, I spoke for 5 more minutes. I am gonna let you all have your evening back. I just wanted to touch base with you again. Next week we're gonna spend some time talking about these things. All right, so it's not gonna be a quick, we're gonna really delve in and talk through the three different things: planning your business, naming your business, and protecting your business. Right, those three elements: um, planning, naming, protecting. Okay. And I'll share some of the resources that I also know. I'll tell you about some of the people I know who are doing great things if you want additional training, because I believe in education and investing in that. So I'll connect you with some awesome resources. Just make sure you share this and tell everybody else to come and join us. Okay? All right, my people on YouTube. I will talk to you all soon. Have an amazing night. Okay? And make sure you sign up if you haven't already.